Hello Zelda tubers and welcome back to Let's Play Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link with me, Blue Inkulo. Now I just wanted to say, oh, and a fairy. You can run into these randomly sometimes, so that's always nice. I just wanted to say I've, between episode 4 and 5 here, I have spent a ton of time working on my video editing skills. So if things look better, and I'm pretty sure they do, that would be why. First off, I apologize for not cropping the edges in the last few videos. That's my bad. I can't see it while I'm playing the game, and it's added while encoding, I think was the way that was happening. So my apologies for having little black bits surrounding the actual video. That should be gone now, except for on the world map, which apparently actually has a different screen resolution than the battle scenario. So there's not a whole lot I can do about that without some serious messing around. Well, here's a new battle. We haven't fought these guys yet. And the blue jumpy spiders. Isn't that nice? So that's one thing I changed, was fix some cropping issues. Is the fairy back? She came back. Isn't that nice? Also, I shouldn't have the cursor on anymore. I'm pretty sure I fixed that issue. So no more cursors in the way. And I think if you've watched my Metroid one, I've griped about this a bit, but I think I finally fixed the screen flickering, or the sprite flickering thing. The original NES and Super Nintendo seemed to display at 60 frames per second, and one of the tricks they use to display damage and stuff is to have your sprites flicker on and off every frame, which caused problems when you were cutting the frame rate in half from 60 to 30 to YouTube. And by just fiddling and fiddling and fiddling, I think I have finally got the setting that interpolates it correctly and blends the frames together as I cut them in half. So, hopefully the big test will be once I upload this onto YouTube. But from all the testing I've done on my computer, and I'm pretty sure I've got it this time, things should look... I'll heal up here while we're on our way. I'm pretty sure I've got it, so it should look maybe not perfect from the original NES, but that's not what I was going for. I'm just going for it to look nice and watchable. So hey, apparently we have to have our bridge rebuilt again, seeing as we've left for a little while. Thanks, buddy. Seeing as we know Begu. So anyway, that's enough video talk, but I think it should look a little bit better. I'm really hoping I got it this time, because I've been fighting with that for quite a while now. Anyway, I just wanted to record an episode to test it out, and also fight my way through Death Mountain. This place is mazy, and you can get lost and all that, and I'm not going to explore the whole thing because it's a real pain. I'm going to try to go through it the easy, fairly quick way. There are some really tough monsters down here that we're not really ready for. That wasn't all that great either. Having a level 5 life will help. But these brown moblins, they're like as easy as it gets. Well, okay, the blue dotty things are the easiest. We're going to try to stay at full life as best we can, so we're going to use our spell and try to stay alive. This is really quite the mazy place. It can take a long time to work your way out. I'm pretty sure I remember the way through, so I'll show you the way I do it anyway. Here's a blue boomerang dude. Like I said, those are the toughest of those kind. Blue is generally the strongest ones. Although, not always. That was kind of fun. Killed them both, but I still got hit. Eventually, I like to go just straight right first, and then we'll start working our way down. But if you go the wrong way through here, it's okay. Just watch yourself. Some of the levels are really tough. Definitely want to keep gathering those up. This is quite the long running gauntlet. Oh, these guys, the axe guys, they are tough. The orange ones are the easiest, and you cannot block that axe, period. You have to try to dodge it. So if you go the wrong way, you'll get lots of rooms with really tough monsters. So anyway, oops, sorry, I was playing with the microphone, not ducking to guard. Now you can get lots of good experience along here, that's great. But also, I forgot to mention, you can walk across one wide gaps as long as you're in full speed. Anyway, lots of experience, just fairly difficult fights. We are about to get an item that will make this sort of stuff a lot easier. A little bit hard to get those if they're hiding in there, but hey. Once we get to the next town, we'll finally get something to make most monsters much easier. Okay, I hope I'm going the right way. These guys... Oh, drat. Ah, let me go. Okay, they do a lot of damage. I don't think I'm going the way I usually go, but hopefully this is the right direction. If I actually remember correctly, there might be a mana potion over this direction. I'm just going to have a look. I don't know. I could use one of those red ones right about now. Well, seeing as life restores 3 hearts worth of... And then I got hit as soon as I had it full, but I figure it's a good time to use the spell anyway. Nope. Okay, so obviously, this is the way I normally come from. Obviously, it's very obvious. Oh boy. It's been quite a while since I played this game. I used to play it a lot more when it, well, first came out and I was all of like 5 or 6 or whatever that was. And then when I was working on my game, like I mentioned in the first episode, when I was actually learning how to program this type of game, I sure hope I'm going the right way now. No, I just came through this way. Oh boy. Let's keep going right. It's probably right. Yeah, this looks better. I played the game quite a lot to get a feel for how the limited physics works, the gravity and all that. So anyway, I haven't played it nearly as much lately. Alright. Okay, this is very familiar. I know this area. This is one of the tougher rooms. I kind of recommend using that jump spell to get up here, but mostly to avoid this brown guy, because he throws axes and you can't block them with your shield. So and he does a lot of damage. But if you can jump high, it's a bit easier to, well, that's kind of odd. It's a lot easier to dodge them when you can jump like that. Shield's also a good idea. So I'm going to show you a trick. We don't have enough magic to cast that spell, but if you cast it while your thing's going up, it will restore fuller. So essentially it's restoring 8 blocks worth of magic with these red pots. And I used a spell that costs 3 and a little bit. So it sort of subtracted that, but it kept going even as long as you use it while it's filling up. If you let it go to max first and then cast a spell, then you're not going to be as full. So it's just a little trick. It's kind of convenient in this kind of place. Won't make as big a difference later on once you have all your mana blocks anyway, magic blocks. Alright, orange guy. Ah, not good, not good. Getting into a corner with those. Okay, of course there was 2. This is not the best height to be fighting these bats either. Alright. We're doing okay. It's not over yet though. Getting close. Alright, so I remember this place. We're just on our way down now. So I had a little loop-de-loop earlier on. You notice where I sort of did a roundabout. I could have gone through that area better, but now I'm on the way out, so come on, yeah. Alright. So far so good. Yeah, I'll definitely take that. And we're almost out of Death Mountain. Now we're just doing the same kind of level except the other direction. As long as you time it correctly with the orange guys, you can kind of, if you do it just like that, it's not too hard. Now, when they're right on the edge like that, oh come on, blue thinger. It's a little bit harder when they're doing that, but you can still time it if you're careful. So we're doing okay, and it's always nice to get one of these. Even though I don't need to, I'm going to use that up, and I should still be full. Almost. Close enough. I like to be full magic if I can possibly do it. There might be a fairy somewhere down there. I can't remember for sure, but this is where you really want to go. And this place is tough. Oh boy. These guys everywhere. Okay. Nope, that wasn't so good. At least you have a little bit of a invulnerability after you get hit, so you can't get hit twice right away. And definitely recommend having as much life and attack power levels up as you can possibly have. Like, there's no way to dodge that one. That was a fireball. Forgot to show you, but yeah, the bats. Sometimes you just don't have time to avoid stuff. Alright, so we're gonna work our way through. There's a lot of these axe dudes. I can't remember what they're called, but they're just everywhere. And actually, I think there's an experience bag over here. I'm going to try to get it because I would like to level up. And I'm pretty darn close. So I'm going to try to go over this way. And I don't think it's too hard if I remember. And there's nothing. Pish! Oh well, 30 experience. It's not the worst. And like I said earlier, as long as you keep killing enemies, they will keep dropping those bags and stuff eventually. Bags and potions. It's sort of random which one you get. But, oh, there's a little guy we can't actually hit yet. Oh, no. Oh, look at that jump. Oh, yeah. Whew. That took some skill. Those little spiky guys, you can't hurt them yet. Well, you could, but it's very tricky. They're too small. Like, they're too low to the ground to be killed by most stuff. Ah, that's great. I actually could have saved that till after this next room. The next room to the right is probably the hardest. Those guys, like I said, you can't hit them like that. But if you're just lucky, you can get them. It's kind of hard, like that. I kind of got lucky there. That doesn't happen very often. Okay, he stopped. I want to get him on a jump. Yeah, the best way is to wait till they throw an axe and try to jump over it. It's just, if you can jump over their axe, you're okay, but it is tough. Alright, another one of these death rooms. Very easy to die, and because the next death takes us all the way back, I don't want to do that, because I'm pretty sure it's a game over. Yep, it's a game over. And that would take us all the way back to that first castle that had the princess in it. And that would be the worst possible thing, because we're so close to the end right now. In fact, killing this guy is good. We get life up, and I could handle that. So now if we die, at least we don't use our experience. But I'm going to cast shield, because I know there's another brown guy in here, and I just can't handle dying. Not that very good. Kill him! Yeah. And even a big one. Whoop-de-boo. Alright. For all that trouble, we get the hammer. Which is good. It's great. It's great, in fact. Now all of those blocks you saw on the world map can be busted. Thank you very much. I still don't want to die, though, so I'm going to be very careful on the way back. Carefuler than I normally would be, because you can just sort of keep jumping. Although those things could knock you off, and that'd be bad. There's one more thing to do down here at the bottom of Death Mountain that I don't want to have to come back for, essentially. If you saw right before we came into this cave, there was a block. So we want to break that and see what happens. But we did pretty good, actually. I'm kind of impressed. Did some good axe jumping this time around. This level has given me a lot of trouble in the past. I'll tell you for sure. This level kills me a lot. But we did good. Also, I often come here before I do level 2, because the item in the next town that I still haven't told you what it is makes that second boss and most of the monsters so much easier. So there, we can break stuff and go for a little fall. And we got another magic container. That's great. So yeah, that's what we can do. There's a few things to pick up now. Quite a lot of stuff, actually. I'm going to see how far I can get on this episode. There's kind of a shortcut out of here, although, oh, that was smart. It's not exactly safe. There's some of those bridges. Dratted bridges. Although there is another one up not too far away that I'm going to try to grab. Alright, so here we are. Yeah, this kind of stuff is kind of tricky. You just don't want to get knocked off, that's about it. Oh, that was a little bit dangerous. I'm living on the edge. Okay, so far so good. We're trying to take our exit. The good news is the road doesn't have monsters on it, so at least we can just go for a little trip by the water here. Another little cave. Except that's an instant cave, and then a big long bridge. Alright, should be okay. After fighting all of those, I'll take that. After fighting all those axe dudes, these spear guys aren't that tough. The blue guy can throw spears at you, but yeah, it's still not that bad. Once you meet some blue iron knuckles, then you'll be in for a good fight. But that's a ways off still. Lots of bubbles. Sure wouldn't do much damage. Oh yeah, these guys. Ugh, couldn't get over it. Yeah, being patient would be smarter. That's probably the main thing with those. If you're patient and just take your time and jump over the axes they throw, you'll probably do a lot better. Okay, straight down here somewhere. Yeah, free life. I knew there was one over here. So where have we traveled after all that messing around? Well, basically, this big graveyard, I recommend avoiding that unless you want a real good fight. Is just to the right of the area we've already been in. Ow. So one of the good things... Okay, that... I'm so smart, I'm so smart. SMRT. Good old Simpsons reference for you. Now that we have the hammer, if we get a game over, we can go through these blocks, so we don't have to walk nearly as far as we used to, because we can come down that way. So that's really why you don't want to die on your way down Death Mountain, is because you're going to go all that distance, and once you get the hammer, you get some pretty good shortcuts. Ah, thank you. Ah, didn't quite kill him without a hit, but not too bad. Alright. Level 6 life, that's actually really good. We should be pretty hard to kill, especially when we get another heart. So we're up to 6 hearts total now. That's pretty darn good. I'm just going to do one more thing in this episode before... I'm not going to explore the town in this video. I'll save that for the next one because there's lots of stuff to do in the town. But there's one more of those roadblocks that... so aptly named by one of the villagers. There's one more roadblock I want to bust up for you in this video. This is another one that... if we went to the town and talked to the right person, they would tell us about a cave over here that had, I believe, a missing... No, a potion. This one has a potion in it. And then you'd be motivated to go try to find this potion. But I like to go get this potion first and save me the double back trips. Because, hey, no point in backtracking over and over and over again. So, hopefully, like I was saying before, specifically that hit animation. Link should flash colors for a little bit and then blink on and off, sort of invisible, like half invisible, half flickery. So if that is showing up correctly on YouTube now, I am very happy boy. Very happy Blue Ankylo. Oh, look at all these potions they're giving me. Get used to those death skulls. They're everywhere once we get a little bit further. Alright. Another axe dude. And should be right up here. Another axe dude figures. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Didn't even get hit. Another one. Okay. I forgot just how dangerous this room was. Anyway. The potion. No, you can't drink it. In the first Zelda, you would have just kept it for yourself. But in this Zelda 2, now we're going to give it to someone else. Because we're a good Link. A good hero. Let's see. Oh, that's about it. I'll just walk back over to that town in this episode while I ramble... Oh, come on. Ramble on about the game. We have kind of got through the difficult beginning part. Because now that we have the life spell... and an item we're about to get in the next town. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. It's really great. Random encounters become a lot less dangerous. We're going to get a new combat move, anyway. And it's, okay. I'm going to die as I'm saying how much easier it is. Later on, the game gets hard again, but we're kind of at the middle, not-so-bad spot coming up. Where you've got enough levels up, hopefully, that you don't die in a couple hits, and you got enough hearts and stuff. Heart squares. Very squarish hearts in this version. You know, it's probably the only Zelda game that doesn't have hearts specifically. Although you pick up a heart, you don't actually get it to display as a heart. Anyway, enough rambling on. That ends episode 5 of Let's Play Zelda 2 with me, Blue Ankylo. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope the settings are better. Have a great day.